What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Brinking Out Loud, and today I am coming to you with the awaited Fenty Beauty review. So that is what I have on my face right now. I just wrapped up doing my video, and so now you guys can take a look at it and see what you think. I just want to start off by saying that I love this line. I love that she has so many shades. There's so many lines who only have 12 shades and they think it is amazing. Rihanna's line has like 40 shades, and when I went there, a lot of them were sold out, so it seems like I got there just in time. So today's video will feature her foundation, it'll feature 3 of her matchsticks, her Invisimatte blotting powder, and I got one more thing, and her primer. So all of those are used. I wanted to do a review video really just on the products. So I did not purchase any of her brushes or her sponges because I already have some that are my fave, and day to day that's probably what I would be using. So I did not purchase any of her application tools, but I did purchase most of the line. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. I exfoliated my face with my face wash. I put on my moisturizer, and so now my face is prepped and it's ready to go. Since my face does get oily, I like to make sure that I get something that's mattifying underneath, and they told me not to put anything mattifying under this because it is a soft matte line. All of their skin and facial stuff is a soft matte, so they did tell me not to put anything under it, but I'm not about to listen to that because my face gets greasy. I don't care what you say, my face gets greasy. So I am first gonna start off by showing you guys the products that I got. I was able to find everything that I wanted. So first I'm going to start off by showing you the Matchsticks Trio. So I got this. Did want a highlighter and a contour color, but I also knew that I also wanted like one of her highlights. So the Trio was the best deal for that. So I got the Trio in, I think it's medium that I got the Trio in. Tan. Tan is what my Trio is called. So if you look right here, I don't know if it's gonna focus. Trying to focus on my face, y'all. Okay, that's what I got. So those are the 3 colors that are in here. They come like this. Yes, they are magnetic, like they just stick right to each other. So I will do a quick swatch of these colors just so you guys can see what they look like. So this is the caramel color. This would be your highlight. I'm just gonna swatch it right on my hand, and I'm gonna just swatch all 3 and then I'll show you guys. So this is what the caramel looks like. This is how much product you're gonna get. You can't see it behind, like with my face, because it's like the same color. But this is how much product you get, which is a pretty good amount of product considering how smoothly this product slides on. So that is going to be your highlight. And then the contour that you get in the tan set is Truffle. And it looks like this. And the same amount of product. I'm not gonna roll it all the way up. So I'll swatch that. That's Truffle. And yes, you guys will see these swatches the whole video as I'm applying my makeup as well. And then the highlight that you get is Rum. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Like, she came up with some amazing colors. And the highlight is pretty pigmented. So those are gonna be your 3 colors, and the top is the Rum, so you can kind of see how it's like metallic-y. So that is what I got in my Trio. And then I also got the Invisimatte blotting powder because, as I said, I do get oily. I don't trust anybody who tells me that I'm not gonna get oily. So I went ahead and got everything I needed to get in order to stay matte. So this is the Invisimatte, and this is what it came in. This is the packaging. all her stuff is packaged really nicely too. And I know I did not get the brush. So actually, I don't know why, but I thought the brush came with it. Sadly mistaken. But I'm not big on brushes and all that stuff, so it's really not that deep to me. Anyway, so this is the Invisimatte. Sorry, I keep having to do this like typical YouTuber thing. Oh, a little pad type sponge thing comes with it, so if you don't get the brush, it's okay. So this is what the Invisimatte looks like. Comes with the mirror, blah blah blah. And then I did not purchase the primer, but I did get a sample because you know Sephora is real good for some samples. So I did get the sample because I did kind of want to try the line all together and just see how it all works together before I start experimenting with my own everyday products. So I did get their primer, and then of course everybody's, okay, before y'all think about or ask, no, I did not get Kilowatt because it was beautiful, very golden, yeah, and I loved it, but it's not something that I can see myself like actually wearing on a normal basis. So I kind of wanted to get practical products for myself and products that I know I'm going to use on a regular basis. The price point is not horrible, but I mean, it's high enough to where you don't want to just be buying stuff to buy it, you know what I mean? So then I of course got the Fenty, I took it out the box, y'all. Hold up. It's so beautiful and simple. I don't know, like you just have to love it. Anyway, so this is how it comes, just like this. And I got it in the color, I want to say, yeah, I got 350. Now, to me, 350 seemed a little bit orange, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm actually gonna start off by applying the Invisimatte powder first, just to kind of maybe combat the oil before it can even come. So my mirror is over here, y'all, so if you see me look this way, that's why. But I just really want to make sure that I stay matte. Like that's probably like one of my goals in life, is to stay matte. So I'm just gonna take this, dab it in there a few times, and I might use my camera as a mirror just so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna kind of dab it into my pores. Down and back. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my primer first because I like to let my primer sit for like, I usually like to let it sit for like 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna use about this much, maybe a little less. It's kind of a lot. I've seen some YouTubers use like a whole bunch of primer and I never use that much. So this is the Fenty Beauty primer. I don't know exactly what it's called because like I said, I didn't buy it, but I did get a sample because I just want to see how it does. So I'm gonna kind of let this set on my face while I do my brows. And yeah, so what I usually use for my brows is the ColourPop Redhead pencil, especially as it kind of gets close to the seasons where the sun is not out as much, because my hair obviously not that dark. So I don't like to use like a black or a super dark brown because it just kind of looks weird and throws it off. I also use the e.l.f. gel in the color Coffee, and I usually start with that like at the end of my brows and work my way in so it can kind of give it that gradient look. And then of course I always have my handy dandy spoolie. We're gonna start by just kind of combing these out. And then I go in with my pencil, and I always like clean up my eyebrows with like a lighter foundation. So when I draw these, they kind of look like blocks, but I'll show you how to fix it. So what you want to do is kind of just draw the bottom line and just follow like your natural arch. So this is what they look like after just using the pencil. Now I'm going to go in with my gel, and I use this kind of angle brush, which I really think it's more for liners, but to each his own. So I just take it, and this is what it looks like. It's like a gel, and I just dab a very little bit on. Like, y'all, when I say a little bit, literally I like scrape the side of the container like this, just the side where I've like knocked some off, and that's how much I get, because this stuff is like super thick. So I just start on the end, and this is just to kind of like just darken up and give it a little more definition. But I don't go all the way in. I just kind of go right here, like right to this line, and then I stop. And I don't put gel right there. So we're gonna go on the other side and do the same thing. So we're just gonna take our spoolie and just lay those hairs back down. And like I said, this is not Rihanna's product, but I forgot to do it last time. I forgot to record my brow routine last time. So let me make sure they're even. We're gonna take this angled brush, and I'm going to use the Fit Me foundation in 240. This is Maybelline Fit Me foundation. You can get it anywhere, Target, Walmart, whatever. Take this brush, I'm gonna dip it. We'll really just swipe it on the side of the product. And I really like to focus on making sure I get it on the tip, because it makes it easier for me to just kind of go in and line it up. And this is the most fun part to me of putting on my makeup. And I'm just gonna do the top and bottom right now, and then I'll show you how to fix the inside. You take your spoolie, you go into that corner kinda, and just kind of start pulling the product towards the other brow. You just brush up. And I'm trying to tell y'all, this is trial and error. Like, sometimes I still have to go in and clean it up. Then you can take a little bit more of your lighter foundation and kind of just go right in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and put my foundation on. Got this in the color 350. I did not buy any of the sponges, and it does say to shake well, so make sure you shake it hard, okay? And you get 1.08 fluid ounces in here, which is pretty good. These are my holy grails, my beauty blenders. I love beauty blenders. No, I'm not being paid to say that, but I really love them. Like, I really think that they are a great investment. That being said, Rihanna also has a version of a beauty blender, which I heard has worked marvelously. But since I have $40 worth of beauty blenders in my hand, I decided to skip out on that this time. So I got this in the color 350, and I'm just going to pump it on my finger. Well, I'll do it on my hand so you guys can see the consistency. So this is one pump, and it is a little bit runny, but I did ask. This is a medium foundation, and it is buildable. So I'm just going to dab it. Let me tell y'all, I was a brush girl. Like, I thought everything went on with a brush. But sponges really just give you that finish, like, y'all. Where you gonna get a finish like that? A sponge? I love these matchsticks. I love them. However, this tan trio, the lightest color is just not light enough for me. So I'm just gonna show you guys how it goes on very smoothly, but it's just not light enough. And I don't do highlighting and contouring. Like, I know how to do it, but it's not like a regular thing I do. But I did want to just try the whole entire line together. So that's the highlight. It glides on, but it's just not, I don't know, it's not light enough for me. So I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Natural, and I'm just gonna go on top of it. I'm just gonna go in with this creamy LA Pro Girl and get right up in there, right underneath my eyes. Then I like to take my lighter beauty blender and just go in and dab it into my skin. That's all done. Looks good. I'm going to take the truffle, and I'm going to use a brush to apply this, just so I can have a little bit more control of it. I mean, this sweeps on so smoothly, but I watched a few YouTube videos, so I know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to sweep it back and forth. Alyssa Ashley. I'm going to sweep it back and forth. And I just want to make sure I have enough. It's like gliding on, y'all. Like, this is probably gonna last forever. But then I just want to take it and, oh, she know what she talking about, y'all. She know what she talking about. I watched her video about 50 times. Y'all, she is a good teacher. She said she was a good teacher, but for real. So, y'all. I'm about to think I'm a makeup artist or something. I'm about to start volunteering to do people's makeup. And I don't even do it like that. actually switch brushes. I'm gonna use this brush to go in right on my nose. Then I'm gonna go back with this brush, sweep it again, and then just do right up in here. This part I'm gonna do in a circular motion, so it can kind of like round out like how my natural jaw does. Swipe it again. I'm doing the same thing, y'all. This stuff is fabulous for real. Like, I already loved it and I already thought it was great, but it really is like a fabulous line. She really did some amazing work with this line. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and put the rest of my eye makeup on and I'll be right back. Put on my eye, kind of did a smoky eye type effect because I'm headed out for the night. So I did kind of a darker eye and a red lip. And so now I'm just gonna go in with the highlighter. And like I said before, I got the highlighter in the color Rum. And I'm just going to take a brush and kind of sweep it across the same way that I did the contour color. So I'm just gonna take this brush, sweep it across the top, and then go in right here on, like right on top of where I put the contour. Y'all. Y'all see that? I just had to turn the brightness down just a little so you can see how all of it is working together. I'm also gonna go in on my nose and do a little bit. I'm just taking a smaller brush and sweeping it across the top. And go straight down the bridge of my nose. And swirl it right there on the tip of my nose. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And a little on my chin. I'm gonna do a little on my forehead too. Just right in here, just to highlight. And this is the completed look. I would say overall, I really love this line. I think that it is a great line, especially for those of us who tend to get a little oily, because it is a soft matte line, and so all the products they make for your skin are soft matte, so they're gonna give you that smooth finished look. So I really love that, especially being like a super oily girl. Overall, I give this line a 10 out of 10 and I would recommend it to everyone to at least try once. Remember, Sephora does do samples, so if you guys can't afford the line, you can always get a sample from Sephora, just like I did with the primer, and you guys can try out the Fenty Beauty line too. So, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.